Good afternoon, everybody. Are you ready for some real talk on a Friday afternoon? We're going to be talking about what I consider to be probably the most disturbing aspect of Chinese society, modern Chinese society. And this is not a dig at Chinese people. This is a dig at society and what's caused it, because it's definitely a mainland China thing. It's something that I've observed almost exclusively in mainland China, but I haven't observed it in Hong Kong or Taiwan or Macau or any other place where you've got a large Chinese, ethnic group. So it's a mainland Chinese societal problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, of course, with an anecdote, as I always do. I base everything that I talk about on my own personal experience, things I've seen with my own eyes. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things, and then I'm going to show you some footage, and we're going to look at and discuss a couple of things. So we're going to begin with the story of the car accident. Now, this is a very long time ago, I was hanging out with a girl in the Shekou area of Shenzhen, which is, there's a lot of nice bars and things down there. Anyway, this is a girl I knew, and we were heading towards a hotel. And on the way back, there was a horrific car crash in front of us. What happened is somebody, I don't even know how it happened, because I just heard the noise, and when we went around the corner, there was a car that had flipped over onto its roof. Fresh, just happened, just heard it, came around the corner. And I was the only one there with this girl. So I ran up to the car crash, and inside there were still people, and there was a young boy inside. And so I immediately started to, pull the young boy out of the car. And she was shouting at me to leave it alone. Don't touch, don't go anywhere near that, don't do anything, just leave it alone. Just let's ignore it, let's walk past. I couldn't quite understand why. I mean, I know there's this thing about not moving people if they've been in an accident and they're injured, but this is a different situation. The car just flipped over. I could see that they were in immediate danger if I didn't help get the people out of the car. So I was getting first the young boy out of the car, and nobody else was helping. There was a crowd that started to gather around, and this girl that I was with just kept insisting that we move on and we leave it alone. And like I said, I was a bit taken aback by the whole situation, but it's something that I would slowly realize is actually a very big part of mainland Chinese society, is this whole thing about not helping people in need. And there are all sorts of reasons for it. We'll go through it in this video. And in story basically is I started shouting at the crowd to help me get everyone out. Eventually, because they saw I was doing it, a couple of people came and helped, and we got everyone out of the car. And then we left after that. I've got countless stories of things I've actually done, which you've seen in the past. I've talked about them, like stopping pickpockets, where quite clearly people can see that there's a pickpocket, but no one says a thing. I see it, I shout, I chase them away. And then my co-workers telling me that I shouldn't have done it because it's too dangerous to stop a pickpocket. Stopping that fight at McDonald's, which is actually caught on camera, that I've shown a few times. That's not the first time I've stopped a fight. But when you've got people beating on someone defenselessly, just sitting there, everyone around doesn't do anything. It's very, very, very disturbing.